everyone, Dr. John Paul here with another video on how you can maintain your wellness, your health, and begin your healing process. So cutting ties can be extremely difficult when you start thinking about the relationships you have with individuals. But what happens when you recognize that the relationships or the connections you have with someone is toxic? In this video, I'm going to give you a couple of tips on how you can make the process of ending an unhealthy relationship a little bit easier. So here's some things to keep in mind. It's time for you to end a relationship anytime you feel like the connection you have with them is negative. If you have a relationship with someone and you are constantly feeling like you are at the back burner, you probably are. If you feel like you're constantly the butt of someone's jokes or you're constantly being put down anytime you're around this individual, chances are the relationship you have with them is toxic. If you find yourself obsessing over the gossip or over conversations that other folks might be having with that individual about you, that person might be the one who's stirring the pot. There's always a ringleader who's gathering the troops for assault. If you feel like you're always the monkey in the middle, chances are the relationship is a circus. If you constantly feel like you're in verbal warfare with somebody every single time you have an interaction with them, or that there's always a false sense of feeling whenever you're in connection with this person, think about how much of a toll that takes on your personal psyche. Please know that the relationships you have with individuals are sometimes going to be rocky, but if you feel like there's more bad than good in the relationship you have with someone, it might be time to let that relationship go. Especially if you feel like that relationship is always a war zone. I myself have been in a situation to where every single interaction I had with an individual was extremely negative, almost to a point that I was driving myself crazy thinking whether it was me or whether it was the other individual's fault. I soon learned that after I decided to cut this individual out of my life, how much peace was surrounding me and my own psyche. So in closing, most of the time, we know when it's time to let a relationship go. But sadly, you might be stuck with this notion of saying, well, we've been friends for a very long time, or this person has done things for me when no one else has. But just because that person has been around for you at certain times of your life doesn't mean that they need to be in your life right now. Friendships can be rocky because you're looking at two different personalities coming together to create a kinship. But if you feel like every single time you have an interaction with this person and they're constantly throwing rocks at you, you may want to reconsider the relationship you have with them. If a person truly values you and truly values how you feel, they'll hear everything that you tell them when you let them know, you're hurting me. And if that person decides that they want to take responsibility for the pain that they've caused, that's how you know it's a relationship worth saving. But on the other end, if you're constantly letting them know you're doing X, Y, and Z and it's constantly hurting me, you may just want to go ahead and put that relationship on pause. Again, not everything is clear cut, but what I do want to tell you is that you matter, and so does your health. And so if your friendships or your relationships with someone is taking a physical effect on that, it might just be time to let that relationship go. I want to say thank you to everybody who checked out this video. Please continue to watch the other videos and make sure that you subscribe in the little button area below. You can find me on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter by looking at this handle. Thank you everybody for watching this video. Until next time, bye!